And we're going to get started with our necklace. And as you're going to find out in these episodes of Save the Scraps or Do Things with Your Scraps, I can't throw away anything hardly. So I cut this off the bottom of a skirt, and I just thought it was too pretty to get rid of. So I decided to play around with it, and I'm going to make that beautiful necklace. And it's a cotton piece of fabric. So I'm going to start off by tying a knot on one end of the fabric. So now I've got my knot tied there, and now we're gonna make like a little, it's like a little bucket or little ditch that we're going to insert our beads in. As you see, I have my beads here, and what I'm going to do is I've already tied my knot in on one side, and I'm going to insert my bead, and I'm going to wrap the fabric over around the bead, and as I wrap it, I'm going to twist. And I'm twisting in the opposite direction that I wrapped. And then I'm giving it a nice good twist. And then I'm tying a knot. Okay. I'm going to pull my fabric through. And as you can see, we got the first bead in there. You see that's a nice little knot. And the texture from the fabric is giving this necklace nice character. So we've got the first bead in there. So now I'm going to do another one. And remember, we're going to wrap the fabric over the bead. I always like to wrap the right over the left. And then the left comes over, and then once the left wraps over, I twist in the opposite direction that I just wrapped that one. And I like to twist about 2 or 3 times to get it wrapped around there. And then we're going to put a knot in it. And keep it twisted, because until you get that knot all the way down to the bead, it's going to try to come undone on you. So, like this one is trying to do. There we go. So I'm going to force it down and tie my knot so that it locks that bead in. And you just kind of pull it tight. So now we've got 2 beads on there. And you just finish this all the way out until you get to the desired length that you want. And if you want to change up the texture of it, like on this one, you can put a black one in there and a little square one, and it just changes it up a little bit. But I'm not going to use those because, you know, I want the same shape on mine. So we're just going to keep adding, and you'll just keep doing this until you get to the end of your necklace. Okay, so I finished my necklace now, and as you can see, I ended up putting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I have 15 of my gold beads that I have on there. And by choosing a fabric that has a lot of character, it'll give your necklace dimension. And as you can see, this necklace almost looks like the stones were actually made with the black and white print. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it off, because mine is just a little choker and a little bit longer than a choker. But you want to cut off and have the ends to be about the same. And the beauty of this is just leaving it raw. And all you're going to do is just tie it. You're just going to tie it on the back. And I didn't want a whole lot of tail left on mine, so I just got like a small piece of fabric where I can just tie it and knot it. So when I tie mine, it almost looks as if, you know, the knot itself is one of the beads. So as you can see, when I tie this here, see the back part where it comes together, it's just a small thread tail or a small fabric tail there. And it looks like it's part of the beads. So that's our finished necklace.